I love something to fix his fucking mate. I ordered another Eid. Alright, I'll have it here. It wants to tell you see you on. Alright, yeah. That worked just fine. Very Frankenstein done with duct tape.
Oh my god, let me see if I can pull this up. This is just really fucking funny. And
Oh, before I play this video, your parents texted. Um, they want a day that we can stop by and gather the rest of the things. Ah, shit, yeah. It's funny the way they do it too, because it's like your mom will text and then your dad will text. So, but the message is the same. It seems like they may uh be willing to put things outside for us if we give them a day, but we know that we want to drop some stuff off, so we should go with the original kind of like reading of it. Is that they want like a day that we can exchange some stuff. So yeah. So think on you want that to happen, and we'll set it up.
here it is. Gavin Newsom. We're going to watch the clip. Gavin Newsom thinks his 960 SAT makes him like black Americans. Now, let's listen to the clip and let's see if that's what he said.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you. I'm a 960 SAT guy.
Well, you can't save it here.
This doesn't really look good. I believe him. No, I believe him. I do. I think, honestly, I think he might have cheated to get that high. Oh, my God.
And I'm not trying to offend anyone, trying to act all there if you got 940. But literally a 960 SAT guy, I cannot, you've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech.
right, so now what? Okay, got it.
Speech.
Is this what they call retard maxing? Honestly, this is kind of an inspiring story. He's like, guys, I'm retarded. No. You think? No, I'm really retarded. I can't read. And like, think about how many other people that are retarded are like,
This may be the wrong business to be in.
You're not afraid to go into red states.
No.
When I saw you slinging shots behind the coffee bar, I thought this guy might run for president.
No idea. The idea that a guy who got 960 on his SAT that still struggles to read scripts that was always in the back of the class.
You can't read. That's why he's like the blacks. This is getting people protesting out going to Mexico, shots are in there. When not going to the train show.
Classroom. The idea that you even throw that out is in and of itself extraordinary. Who the hell knows?
Yeah, exactly. All the mixes that never are actually legal.
Yeah, that right?
To who presents themselves in 2028 and who meets that moment. And that's the question for the American people.
Is
They'll
it
make
fair
that
to say
determination.
after the 2026 midterms, you're going to give it serious thought?
Yeah, I'd be lying otherwise. I'd just be lying. And I can't do that.
Governor,
never
you have long
lies.
said that if you ever run for the White House, you need a compelling why, a reason. Are you moving closer to figuring out your own why and your own decision?
Listen, like, I can't read, and if I'm president, you won't be able to either. Nobody is going to read anymore, bro. We're getting rid of this shit. It's fucking annoying. These words are annoying. Nobody likes books anyway. Let's just get rid of this shit.
Yeah, it needs to say you have a compelling why you can endure any how. And so I think the biggest challenge for anyone who runs for any office is people see right through you if you don't have that why. You're doing it for the wrong reasons. And so, look, well, that will...
I do think that, like, I mean, honestly, I don't think this guy has a chance of winning. I really don't. I know there's some people that are like, he's gonna win, he's gonna beat it, he's gonna beat JD Vance and Trump. The moment that this guy goes into a debate against Marco Rubio or fucking JD Vance, he is going to look like a bumbling fucking retard. And you've got to keep in mind that Gavin Newsom's biggest strength is the optics, right? Like, he's a suave guy, he's like a slick car salesman, right? Type guy. And so the moment that he looks like a dumbass, he's going to immediately fucking lose people's respect, because that's the main thing that he has, is that, you know, that optical vibe of, like, you know, the Patrick Bateman hyper competent sociopath type guy. And I think it's going to immediately evaporate the moment that he's debating against somebody that's, like, verbally gifted. This is going to immediately fall apart. He has dyslexia. Well, I mean, just listen to the way he talks.
That fate will determine that.
You certainly seem to like being on the ground in South Carolina, I have to say that. Seeing you up close, you were having a good time.
I happen to, and thank God, I'm in the right business. I love people. I actually love people.
It's sort of like Gavin Newsom in California. He's got a train that was supposed to go from San Francisco to Los Angeles, which is a stupid idea because an airplane is faster. I don't care how fast it goes. And they had plenty of airplanes. San Francisco, inside San Francisco to inside right L.A. And what they did is they said, oh, man, this has been going on for years. It's billions and billions of dollars over budget. So what they decided to do is cut it so that it doesn't go into San Francisco and into L.A. It way short of both.
Okay, right. And is there any more? This is just Trump telling a story about Gavin Newsom being stupid. Yeah, I mean, I can easily assume that. And so, anyway, let's...
So Gavin Newsom thinks that because he's a dumbass and scored less than 1,000 in the SAT that he can relate to the black experience. That's what he said to a room of black and brown people in the city of Atlanta, Georgia, just this past weekend. And this man said this with
I'm like you guys. I'm like you guys.
Face it, because he scored a 960 on the SAT. He was just like me. Well, Gavin, let me tell you something. I didn't score a 960 on the SAT. I scored a lot higher than that on the SAT. And by the way, a lack of academic performance or the ability to excel within school doesn't make you black, but what it does...
Wait, so you're telling me that people that aren't black also get bad grades? No way.
Do if you think that does make you black is that it makes you a racist, right? So it's so funny to me that the Democrats, while they no longer wear those white hooded robes that the KKK would run around,
maybe you can bring that back,
and as they terrorize black people, they still find a way to remind us in ways big and small that they did used to wear those robes. Apparently, Gavin Newsom's heart still wears that robe because he thinks that being a dumbass makes you black. Gavin, you are disgusting in every which way, and this moment from this day will haunt you for a time long.
Dude, this is just like I've showed this so many times. Dude, I've showed this so many times. It's funny every single time.
Black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world open up to all of them, because when you have their diverse black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is.
Look at the fucking video.
Young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world open up to all of them, because when you have their diverse voices innovating solutions through technology, then you're really addressing society's broader challenges. Young black kids growing up in...
Wow. And so anyway, bro, like, these retards are the real racists. Well, here's really what I think is going on, right? I'll play this one more time.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you. You know, I'm a 960 SAT guy. And I'm not trying to...
Here's, like, as with everything, right? I am always the most fair, the most reasonable, and the most honest. I actually don't think that he was talking about black people. I don't really think so, because he said this in another context before, and he wasn't talking about black people. I think what he's really talking about is just other random people that are not highly, like, fucking wealthy. That's really it. Like, I don't think he really meant this as, like, I'm like black people because I get bad scores on tests. I don't think that's what he was meaning. He was talking about, like, and also, like, really, I don't think, it makes it maybe better, right? Depending on how you want to look at it. But I think he was basically saying, I'm like you underprivileged people, or I'm like you average people, or I'm like you poor people. And, he said that before. So lower class, maybe? Yes, exactly. So it's not even like it's that much better what the explanation is. But at the same time, I think it's pretty obvious that, like, a clip like this looks really bad. And again, now he's defending himself about this. Let's look at it. And you didn't give a shit about the President of the United States of America posting an 8 video of President Obama or calling African nations shitholes. They are shitholes. They're shitholes. They are. It's not because they're African.
They make no good batteries if no one computer or science, no black people have it. That's a joke. Even though it's not talking to about him, yeah.
There's white shitholes too. You ever been to a trailer park?
You'd be crucified for life anyways.
But you're gonna call me racist for talking about my lifelong struggle with dyslexia. Spare me your fake fucking outrage. Scene. Well, there it is. How do you do, fellow retards? Yep, I guess so. Like, he's the disabled guy. And so, yeah, there we go. And also, that's not how to spell Sean. It's not. It's ridiculous. Who the fuck spells Sean? S-E-A-N. It's dumb. It doesn't, like, there's no way, like, you look at the letters. What do the letters sound like? Does it sound like that? No, it doesn't sound like that. Why the fuck would you say this? Why would you spell the name this way? It's ridiculous. I don't understand it. So anyway, it's Irish. It's fucking ridiculous is what it is. And so anyway, I'll look at a few comments about this. Posting the Lion King parody as Democrats calling the poorest countries on earth shitholes is unironically much as, well, it's obvious that the thing is that the Trump Obama 8 video was very clearly a mistake. Anybody who thinks that it wasn't a mistake is intentionally engaging in dishonesty. They are engaging in dishonesty, and the reason why is because it was very clearly they screen recorded a video, another video scrolled up, and then they didn't cut that part out of the video that was uploaded. I mean, this is very clearly what happened. And so if you're getting angry about that, it's like, okay, I mean, like, it was clearly not intentional. It wasn't something that they were doing on purpose. Like, it's not like he deleted the post. So, like, what are you doing getting mad about this? It's a game. They want to punish mistakes, not absolve them. Yeah, exactly, right? And that's it. And so, yeah, come on, mistake. Well, yeah, I think it was a mistake. Do you want me to pull you up? Do you want to argue this? I mean, like, what are we doing here? That shit was funny, though. I mean, you could say that, but that's just in general, that's bullshit. Well, let me pull this up. So I'm going to pull you up, and you're going to explain to me why you don't think it was a mistake. Why do you think that it wasn't a mistake? Why do you think that?
I got this red copy sticker up today. It's so cute. I believe it. That dude's algorithm there. Did he show his thing? Oh, you're talking about the guy in the video's algorithm. Oh yeah, for sure. That guy's algorithm, big sauce. Whoever posted that. Whatever Trump staffer needs to be looked into for yeah.
No issued apology? Do you think that anybody who thinks that Donald Trump is racist would take that apology at face value and then decide after that that Donald Trump didn't mean it? I'm asking you a genuine question. Do you think that anybody who is a dissenter of Donald Trump would listen to that apology and then say to themselves, oh, I guess he's not racist? I mean, really. Demison said it? Well, no, I'm just asking, like, just honest question, right? Totally honest question. You know, what do you really think? Any rational adult who made a mistake could easily be construed as racist would make an apology. Well, the problem is that inside of politics, that's not the way things work. And also, like, again, it could be easily construed as racist if somebody else takes a mistake out of context and then, see, this is my opinion on it, right? And you know, you can disagree with this if you want, but I think that apologies should be given when mistakes were made. Like, something happening on accident, it's like, I don't really see the reason to issue an apology for this, because in issuing an apology for it, you take ownership of it. And I think that that's the reason why, like, in some places they tell you not to say sorry whenever you're in a car accident, for example, is because that can be used as an admission of guilt. And I think that's the way a lot of people would take it. And so, and also, you didn't answer my question. Let me go back and ask you the same question. Do you think that anybody who, if Trump had made that apology, do you think that anybody would have changed their mind on whether they think Donald Trump is a racist or not? Like, somebody who thought Donald Trump was a racist, Donald Trump posts this meme, everybody gets mad about it, and now he issues an apology, and so now he's not racist anymore. Do you think that that's what would happen? This is me steelmanning your point. I think they did it on purpose. Why do you, like, I understand. I asked you at the very beginning, why? Why do you think that? Like, I understand that you said that. Like, I'm giving you, like, I gave you like 5 explanations. I gave you my thought process. You're just simply repeating your opinion. I'll give this person one more reply, and then I want to move on past this, right? Because this seems like it's kind of a waste of time. Racism is a feature, not a bug. Apologizing is pointless. I guess you're right. But some people in the building, what does he say? Does the administration has a pattern of doing things like this? Give me another example of that. Like what? Like they have a pattern of doing things like this, like making racist memes about black people, about being racist. What does that mean? Yeah, like you're vague posting again. I think that this could be a why every day we get rage baited. I'm not even rage baited. I'm just looking at this, right? I mean it's cause and answer the question. Yeah, and keep in mind he never answered the question about the apology. Because you know that that's not even true. You know nobody would accept that apology at all. Nobody cares about the apology. Nobody gives a shit about it. They're just saying that so they can use that to attack him. That's it. It's really just that simple. I don't know why anybody's surprised by this. It's obvious. Maybe he's got a 960 SAT score. They're eating the dogs. What about that is racist? I don't think that's nothing about that's inherently racist, and if it is, that's like a meme against fucking Asian people, not fucking Haitians. Like it's not even like you don't even. Here's the thing: you don't even know the racism that you're talking about. That is an Asian racism. That's not a Haitian racism. These are two very different things. Jesus. Okay, let's just move on.
Or to Walmart?
And we've got somebody, this guy doesn't even know that. It's really common, dude. Well, I don't know if it is or not. I mean, I didn't see, like, here's the thing about the eating cats and dogs thing. And also keep in mind is that that's not racial because he's not saying that about all black people. He's saying that about people in one area, which was also bullshit. But at the same time, I don't think that's necessarily racist. And also, like, it could be 50 other things, too. So that was before he was president. Well, to be fair, I don't think that he should have said that either. It was stupid. But my point is that I don't think Gavin Newsom was trying to relate to black people by saying that he was dumb. I don't think that's what he was trying to do. But it very easily comes off that way, and it makes him look bad. I think that's basically what happened, right? So, it's actually really common in parts of Asia. Even my fiance has eaten dog before in Vietnam. I don't have a problem with people eating dogs. They can eat whatever the hell they want. Just don't eat my dog, right? I mean, that's my opinion. I don't give a shit about it at all. Like, I mean, again, I'm not going to virtue signal about this or anything else. But, it's not part of, like, you're asking my personal opinion, right? Now, I don't think that we should let people eat dogs here because that's just not the way the culture is, right? And the people that want to come over here and eat dogs are not part of our culture, and they're trying to change it. So I don't want them to do that. But at the same time, if you ask me on a personal moral level, do I care about people eating dogs? I don't give a shit. That's really my opinion on it. Sorry to say, I just don't really care. But, yeah, there it is. As a dog. No, I was just saying theoretically, right? A proverbial dog, very obviously. And so, but it was a lie? Yeah, it was a lie. But the lie was not necessarily racist. I don't think so, because obviously he's not saying that about black people that are here, right? It's just about people that are from Haiti, right? And so anyway, this did happen. A lot of people are obviously talking about this, and people are mad as fuck about it. This clip will haunt him forever. It will. And the thing is that I find this to be funny is that Gavin Newsom right now is being the victim of the same thing that left-wing people do to right-wing people all the time. They intentionally misunderstand topics. They intentionally misunderstand what a person does. And then they use that to paint a narrative against that person that makes that person look like a piece of shit. Because Gavin Newsom probably wasn't talking about, there's no logic behind him talking about, here's how you know he's not talking about black people. It's because there's other clips of him saying the same thing, and it's not at black people. So very clearly, it's not about black people. It's just not. It could be about poor people. It could be about middle-class people. It could be about dumb people. It could be about, like underprivileged people. But it's not against black people. But yeah, check his podcast appearance and all the smoke. Well, I don't even know what the hell that is. I haven't seen it at all. It's like Romney's binders full of lemon clip. Yeah, I remember that from 2012. And I don't appreciate his dishonesty from both sides. Yeah, I think that's basically it. And funny, I was poor and I couldn't read. Gavin Newsom. I wonder, what was he doing? What was he doing in this photo? Was he just like, what the fuck? What the fuck are these? What are these? What the fuck is? What are all these squiggly? What the fuck is? Oh my god, bro! Like, what the fuck is? Yeah, it has pictures. I guess so, right? Like, he's trending #1. Oh no, #1. Wow, what is this?
No doubt that the Democratic Party needs to be, dare I say, more culturally normal. I believe that. Less prone to spending disproportionate amount of time on pronouns, identity, politics. More focused on tabletop issues, things that really matter, the stacking of stress in terms of electricity bills and child.
He's right. That's the funny thing, is that he's right.
Care costs and health care and obviously housing costs, and how easily we get trapped in that. How I've fallen prey to that.
Yeah.
I mean, here I was, way out front on marriage equality. So I understand this from both on the receiving end of this and on the no doubt.
Yeah, no, he's actually right about this. Yeah, his administration acts the opposite way. Yeah, the thing is, you can't trust Democrats to not push identity politics because the entire Democratic Party is infested with identity politics. So they can say, oh yeah, identity politics are really bad, we don't want to do those, but then they just go and do those anyway, right? So it's like, okay, yeah, if they're so bad, then why do you keep pushing this over and over and over? And also they empower other people that push it. So I would never support this even if he said that he didn't support it, because he will support people that support it, and then they will do it. And then he will allow them to do it, and he will basically make excuses for whenever it goes wrong. And so that's really it. You can never allow these people in any capacity, because if you do, then they will let in all the other crazy people. It's like a frog trusting the scorpion. I guess so. Yeah, it's in their nature, right? And that's it. I don't know if there's any more of these sort of privileged upbringing. Oh boy, is there more of this?
13 plus businesses, eventually 20 businesses. We had about 1,000 employees at peak.
Yeah.
Not saying that to impress you, but to impress upon you how entrepreneurialism has defined my life. But it was also defined in the relationship to the Getty family. And with that came this notion, well, it was handed to you. It was given to you.
You did. You got really lucky, man. You got super lucky. You got lucky in like 10 different ways, and it's okay, but it's true.
Inherited it.
You did.
As opposed to the hard work and that grind that defined the lived experience.
Can it be both?
And
You have the hard work and grind, and you had doors open.
Yeah. Oh no. And that's.
I mean, it's not just the Gettys. Your grandfather and your father were both very connected in San Francisco.
Oh, well, what about like your dad's rich, your grandpa's rich? Okay.
I'm here because of all of them, and their shoulders, and 100%. And it was those two. So all those doors, all the privileges of those relationships, remarkable gifts. And they're deeply mined and discussed there. And then again with a work ethic from my mom. And so it was both and. And so I was comfortable and uncomfortable in so many ways in both worlds. And I just navigated back and forth.
In my opinion, I think this is just so stupid for him to talk like this. It really is. And the reason why I think it's stupid is because, like, you could easily say, yeah, I grew up really privileged, and that's why when I see people that aren't privileged, I think about how easy it was for me, and I want to make sure that they have the same opportunities that I did as close as possible, right? Like, there are, like, 50 different ways that you can communicate like this and not have this, like, weird discrepancy and this disparity. But the problem is that they keep trying to cosplay. They're always trying to cosplay. They're trying to pretend. And because they're trying to pretend, they always fail. Because you can't succeed whenever you're trying to be an imitation of something else. It's not going to work. People will see through it. You will fail. You don't have the instincts in order to act out all the way of that behavior. It's not dyslexia. It's just in general. He's a politician. What do you expect? I'd expect better than this.
If I was on a vacation, and we've described
I'd expect a lot better than this.
Overseas with my father and the family, these adventures. My mom was back home.
Yeah. It weren't just adventures. You went on safaris. You took pictures from helicopters. You were partying with Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, that's, we described that in there. It was extraordinary.
Yeah, and the thing is that, like, I don't know why you can't just say that. It's such a weird thing. Like, for me, here's a good example, right? Is that, like, I've had a lot of privileges in my life. I've had a lot of not privileges in my life. Like, for example, education is one. Like, both of my parents are college graduates. You know, they were writers, and my dad was a college professor. And because of that, you know, you grow up in a family that speaks English in, like, a proper, correct way. You have a natural advantage inside of the world because you grow up in a place where people know how to speak English and they know what the hell they're talking about. If you're using people that are using Ebonics or other types of like slang language and you don't know how to speak proper English, you're going to go to any sort of a business event or anything like that, and you're not going to have people respect you in the same way in a lot of cases because you talk like a retard. That's it. You talk like a retard. And so if people hear you talk like a retard, then they're going to think that you're retarded. It's that simple. You always wish for your children to not endure your struggles. Well, some people think the opposite. They can't they can't require voter ID because he lost his birth certificate when he was 7?
Not a joke. No, I mean, so this is madness. Voter ID. It's not about voter ID to say that's not about that. It's about registration. It's about proving your citizenship with a passport.
Yeah?
Not everyone has a passport.
Nobody, yeah, I don't have a passport.
If you, I don't know where you know where your birth certificate is? I lost that at 7. I mean, I don't even know where to begin to get it back.
How to get your birth certificate on Google. Like this, like, what do you mean? I don't know where to begin. What?
So these guys are not.
What are you talking about?
I mentioned the DOJ. I mentioned that we had to go.
Oh my God!
Talk about holding your breath. I've learned to hold my breath now. It used to be a minute. Now it's 6 minutes. I'm just getting stronger and stronger holding my breath. We were waiting. We didn't know how that decision would go. And so you're absolutely right. You have to be vigilant. We have to have poll workers out there, legal strategies out there.
Jesus.
To show up in record numbers.
Jesus, bro, like getting rid of voter ID. You don't want to have voter ID. Oh my fucking God. Look how retarded. Look, I'm as retarded as you lower class citizens are supposed to be. Isn't that weird? Like, I feel like that's what's so cringe and like awkward about it. I don't get this at all. It just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Very funny, very funny.
Do from a person who looks like they need to be in a padded room.
Yeah.
I found you in the spring and held you through the summer. But when all the leaves change, you ain't cold. You sipped right through my fingers, held so tight they blistered. Couldn't last the winter, now I'm alone. I'm told it just takes a little time. You let it out and one day you just be alright. And I swear that I'm trying, but I just can't seem to let you go. So can we rewind to the good times, to the long days and the warm nights when you were mine under starlight, made these big plans for a lifetime, but you keep getting colder. I don't understand you. How one day you love me, the next you don't. I guess we're getting older. You change with the seasons. All I know it's winter and I'm
Hola, mi nombre es Carlos y he estado practicando español. Yep, that's about where that stops. I've recently been practicing Spanish again. I previously studied Spanish for like 8 years, 8 años, when I was in school, escuela. And I haven't dusted off that knowledge in well over a decade, and I've recently just had the urge to go back and study it, so that way I can hopefully become fluent in Spanish at some point. Ever since Chinese Charles kind of took over on Billy, I've really liked the idea of being able to speak more than one language again. Chinese Charles really kind of opened my third eye and enlightened me on the fun of being able to speak multiple languages, but I have no knowledge on Chinese, but I do on Spanish, so I figured that was the one that made the most sense for me right now. So, you know, I don't need the Rosetta Stone or anything. I'll just chip away at it, and hopefully we'll see how my Spanish is looking like a year from now. But anyway, that has nothing to do with today's video.
I was just about to say.
I just thought maybe you'd find that cool. Today's video is actually about a wacky woman getting a little bonkers in an Uber.
He's videoing me now.
Yeah, for my safety.
If you feel endangered, I would refer you to call the police.
Now, I don't know who she has on the phone there. Maybe it's fucking Miss Frizzle about to scoot in with the magic school bus. I couldn't tell you. But what I can tell you is that if you feel in danger, maybe the first thing you should do is get out of the car. So this whole thing has apparently started because she feels unsafe in this Uber. Yet she refuses to leave the Uber. And now she's making calls in the back seat there like it's fucking Deal or No Deal. Just get out of the car. Why would you not remove yourself from the situation you feel unsafe in? You are just keeping yourself planted there. And this guy wants her to get out of the vehicle. He has now started filming for his own safety, which I think is a very smart call from him, because if she starts to try and spin some fib that he was like, you know, scary, mean, angry, you know, threatening her or something, he now has this very clear evidence that he was just sitting there and doing nothing threatening, and that he was actually the one that felt unsafe around her with her fucking lunacy.
So what do you provide as a safety line?
She says she feels unsafe. I'm sitting here, obviously, have my seatbelt on. Nothing's going on. She's sitting back there. She refuses to get out of my vehicle. So I'm recording for my safety.
Is there any store or is there anything in the area that you're in that you can go in and wait for your next Uber driver?
As you can see, there's the businesses right in front of us. You see the businesses.
Exactly. They're not in the fucking back rooms here. They're not in the middle of nowhere. As he just showed you, there is a business right in front of them. She could easily just get out of the vehicle and wait there for the next Uber if she's unsatisfied with this one and feeling unsafe. Why is she just waiting in the vehicle if she feels so unsafe? This is the classic fucking Watchmen moment of, I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with me. I feel terrible for the Uber driver. Dude just has to sit here and just stew in this weirdo atmosphere she is creating over nothing. Now, to me, and this is just my little tinfoil hat game theory here, my little conspiracy I've cooked up, I feel like this is probably a scheme that she pulls from time to time to avoid paying for an Uber. I feel like she's probably doing this to try and get like a refund through the service. Like, I felt so unsafe, this is unacceptable, I need a refund. Look at this, like, horrible experience I went through, it was traumatic. I couldn't leave the Uber. I was trapped. I was a prisoner in the Uber. I need my money back. That's what I think it is.
She says she don't feel safe, but she refuses to get out. She can go right to the business over there. There's chairs. She can sit there with her things and wait for her next Uber.
She's gonna drive off with my packages. I mean, this is like, I've never had this before. I'm pretty surprised that you're not able to provide more assistance other than call the police.
So her concern is that when she gets out of the vehicle, he's going to drive off with her packages. Why would he do that? Like, I don't even know why that would be a thought that would cross his mind, that he would drive off with your packages. He just wants you the fuck out of there. I would guess that he would do anything to get you out of that car. He looks miserable in there. This lady's like a Dementor, sucking all of the joy and fun out of life everywhere she goes, it looks like. And I don't know who she's on the phone with. Like, why are you surprised that they can't do more than just refer you to, like, calling 911 if it's an actual emergency? What is she supposed to do? Get the Navy SEALs over there? I'm so curious who she's talking to on the phone there. Like, maybe she got Zordon on the horn and she's hoping that he'll dispatch the Power Rangers over there to save her packages and let her get out of the back seat. Just get out of the fucking car. Anyone would tell you the same. Like, if you feel unsafe, just get out of the vehicle. And if he's trapping you there, call 911. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I have an expensive package in the trunk. If I get out, what if he drives off with that?
Now she's saying I might drive off with her things. when I can clearly just take them out
If he's
and place them
asking
over
you
the
to
side.
get out of his car and he's on the phone with the authorities, you could get your package and wait for your next Uber.
But how do I get the package?
You get out of the car, bozo. That's how you get your package. Oh my god, what an infuriating person. He is even saying he can just take her packages and put them over there. Take Bikini Bottom and move it over there. He is telling you he will do that. Just say, okay, let's do it.
I need him to open the trunk.
Open the trunk.
Okay.
You can ask him to open the trunk.
Well, I'll do that right now. Whatever gets you out of here, I don't care. I'll open it, you get your package, whatever you need to do. I'm going to get her package out of the back because she's scared I'm going to take her package. Her package is out, package is right there. I'm right here. I'm getting back into my vehicle.
Once he heard a possible solution to get her the fuck out of that car, he sprung into action. He recognized this was a stalemate on the chessboard, but then heard her talk about this package and was like, okay, I'm just going to do it myself because she's not leaving, so I'll get the package.
She's on drugs or she's got drugs. Ground,
then the ball is in her court. The rest is in God's hands there. He set the package down, and it's like placing a nut like in the grass or something to like lure a squirrel out to go somewhere. So he's hoping that that'll be enough to get her to finally open that car door and just leave.
You'll lock the doors.
And thankfully, it was. We got the good ending here.
Oh,
she
I was
finally got.
that could have got way worse, man. She could have just not got out for other reasons. Bunch of other reasons.
Former United Kingdom ambassador Peter Mandelson. So this is one of the people that was just recently revealed as being a co-conspirer. He was in the Epstein files, has been arrested as part of a probe over his ties to Jeffrey Epstein. And sources tell me want 500B bailout, almost complete. He says SD be announced tonight. He says, are you home? Just leaving, number 10 will call. So you've got basically this guy is probably trading some sort of information.
Nice. Ooh. yeah. They got all their logs and stuff too. That's the small upside to no freedom of speech being a law is not they just go into these people's phones. Like this guy, Prince Andrew, they just go into all their shit. They just hack all their shit, and they get all the information that they want out of there. They don't give a fuck about your privacy. Yeah. That's why they have the evidence, the quote unquote evidence on these people. Like they don't put it out publicly, but the untold thing is that once they found out they were in the Epstein files, they probably immediately just got on all these people's devices, like every single device they have. And even if they don't have anything on Epstein, they'll find other shit on there that they can convict them of. But I'm sure they could find all the things they're looking for on all their devices. Even if it's just like text messages from like them to like their old assistant or something like that, being like, you know, get my old Raspberry phone out of the closet or out of the boxes and bring it to my house. Like that'll be the only thing they need to like fucking arrest him and be like, "Ooh, let's go get that phone that he's looking for." Or is it a different one of these I started watching? I gotta find it. Yeah, this one.
Is GMO too. We're getting AI-generated, genetically modified
I'll be right
fuckboys.
back. I
Synthetic
gotta pull Biggie in,
lovers.
but wait.
And you love them. Those waning, withered fuckboys of the past. They're like a BlackBerry. What the fuck? What's your BBM? Who even are you? My sister liked one of them AI posts. Is this what years of singleness has done to you, bestie? I feel like this is my fault. I kept telling you, you don't need no man. Bam! Nick! He's manufactured. So these AI fuckboys, or influencers as they'd like to call themselves, they also call themselves digital creators, which is weird because technically I'm also a digital creator. Anyone who posts and anyone who uses any social media is too. Virtual digital creator? Some go by that label, but the label is important because according to what they go by, I've categorized them into 3 major categories. The first being the ones that clearly disclose that they are AI generated, like Nick, AI digital model. It could be a bit misleading because it's got Los Angeles as a location tag there. It's got modeling lifestyle calisthenics. Follow this AI athlete on his journey. It's just fucking okay. His journey being a prompt. Now make Nick handstand press. Also, Los Angeles is where you will go find if you ever want to go looking for Nick. He's over at LA, City of Angels. He's an angel. Can't see him. This is the least problematic because it's explicitly disclosed that they're AI, you know? It's also the category with the least creators. So the rest, there's way more of what's way worse. All right, but like for example, with this guy, if you translate his bio, it explicitly says virtual character created by artificial intelligence. Despite it being very clearly disclosed, people were still hitting on this guy, you know, while he milked his cow's teeth.
É como tirar leite do boi.
Milk my teeth! Nobody said that, by the way. That
I need
is
to get
an
into
odd
this
thing to
game.
say. Why would you say that?
They say millennials are gonna be in their mid-40s when I think the worst of the worst, where like most women will be single before it starts to get better because it's so bad. Like, you know how those like things, they go up and they go down and they go up and they go down. So like baby boomers were like the peak of like having kids and being married and all that bullshit. And then now, probably between now and like 5 more years, maybe 10 more years, like between 5 and 10 more years, there's just going to be this real bad drought of like people just not having kids, you know, people being single, and I think men are more likely to check out and look for distractions like porn and video games, where women will always need that connection. So over the next 5 to 10 years, I think there's going to be a rise, kind of like in Japan, of like the male hostess. But AI fuckboys is a great scam for right now and probably over the next like 5 years. To just like there's going to be like a male OnlyFans, but it's not going to be porn. It's going to be like connection. It's got to be some kind of, it's got to be something. But there's going to be some kind of like OnlyFans for women's emotional needs, because there's going to be so many of them. I don't know why women treat virtual guys well. IRL ones, no. Yeah. Well, IRL ones don't match their, you know, their fantasies. That's why they like smut and stuff like that. That's why smut's gonna be popping for a while. There needs to be a new age social media version of smut though. Maybe AI boyfriends will be the thing, because it's just easy to access. It'll give them the emotional connection they need. I gotta start making some AI boyfriend accounts or a website or something. Get on, start milking that cow.
Gaslighting you? Me? No, Nick does. I feel like it's kind of gaslighting you when they say they're an AI creator, actor, and model. You know, an AI content creator is just as much of a content creator as an AI artist is an artist. Do they just whip out an original piece of work from absolutely nothing? No, of course not. What happens here is if there's like a popular dance that's trending, this dance, for example, I've seen this dance before. I think Back did this dance. And what happens here is you take that person, a real person that actually did the work of doing this dance. And what AI does is it'll take that character that you created and swap, which is what you're seeing here. This is actually a real person that was swapped. If you don't rely on a real person, you'll just end up getting slob. He does a lot of fun dance trends, like with this one he did with his AI sister, where he just, I don't know, or here with mom. Back in 2016 and today, 10 years later, she said, here are the house keys.
My house is your house. You're moving in.
That's what she said. And look, he seemed delighted. Look how happy he was staring at you. And of course, a thirst trap.
Okay.
But this category is not a big deal. Clearly disclosed, whatever. It gets worse. With this next one, that I call the plausible deniability disclosure. So they're not explicitly saying that they are AI creators, but they're not saying that they're not, just in case, you know, they get dragged to court. Why would there be a need for plausible deniability? Because there are laws in place that sort of obligate you to disclose. So the Federal Trade Commission is explicitly going after those deceptive AI claims. You can't use AI to deceive consumers. The European Union's AI Act is specifically about transparency obligations. With marketing, with labeling, you need to disclose what's AI, all right? However, they're not saying they're not. You know, they're not saying they are. The Maxime Flanagan here, fictional influencer. All right, let's take a look at some of his stuff. Whoa, come on. AI slop, junk, you said. Hunk, you meant. Here, look at this dude. Losing their minds. Okay, he's a fine man, manufactured man. Robert says,
impressive. Your shoulders are well done. How are you able to do that well? What's your gym routine?
What gym program are you? Just program, you said? No, not gym? Maxime Flanagan's yearbook picture where he goes, what if after school I go live on a farm? You know, with his lip fillers. And now here he is, living on a farm. Damn, that bicep's so smooth. Smoother than your ass cheek. Oh my God, marry me! And he says,
okay, let's go.
Let's go where? This guy says,
thank you for stopping your lip injections.
I'm telling you guys, they don't know. They don't know that this is AI, all right? He was the guy that asked you who'll be alone again on Valentine's Day. It's not just him that's alone, locked away in some kind of computer. It's you. In his comments, sending him heart emojis. This one, full-on GIF.
I love you with all my heart.
And the best part is, like, they believe it, you know? But there was a time when you wouldn't believe it. There was a time when it was a lot worse, which is what's freaky about this whole AI thing. Like, this was what he used to post before it got good. Oh my God, this is just terrible. It's so weird. It's so creepy. Bro, this shit is crazy. All you need to do is just scroll a little bit down and it just gets really bad.
I live alone on a farm in Ireland.
It went from that to, if you'll get if you come to my farm, you'll come. Those cows won't be the only thing getting milked. Wanna go milk my cows? Sir, where is your farm? On my way! And somebody gave this person a reality check. There was a reply there. Gone. Deleted. I'm assuming that that reply said that this is AI. He deleted that reply. I thought maybe this is just the glitch, but it happened again. I scroll down a little bit and find this comment, somebody trying to be different. They wanted to catch his attention some kind of way, you know, not hit on him straight out, no.
Absolutely. I want to be one of your hands that day, you know, help you around with the chores at the farm.
Just trying to stand out in a crowd of screaming people. There was a reply, gone. I'm assuming Maxime here, who has his WhatsApp number on his... Should I text this guy? Maybe I will. But I'm assuming he doesn't want people to think that he's AI, okay? Hence, digital fictional character. But it's not just him. Derek Wolf here. I mean, the name on its own, giving Wattpad. But it's also said all characters are fictional. But he's still got a PR email, still got like a Telegram channel, or Casey in vain. I'm dying. Virtual creator. He's a digital creator, virtual creator. I mean, technically, I'm a virtual creator, right? Here's a little video of him stunning the ladies on Omegle. Oh my God, he's so beautiful. You've got Krish here, who's also a digital creator. These are his, like, let's take a look at... Oh, what was that? What happened there? Oh, boy. Are you yawning? What is going on? Okay, that was bad. This is supposed to be hot. This is supposed to turn you on when he's, like, yawning and you're... Ooh, toothy. Do you like bad boys?
Because I'm bad at everything.
What a charmer, am I right? Or here, the clips just focus on his face for me. It starts at a very neutral expression to absolute horror. What the f? But let's pair that with the caption so you really, what the f? When someone asks if I miss my ex, I think, how could I miss someone
I'm on my way to see?
It's odd, to say the least, but in this category, nothing is as odd as Bayer X Hunter, who took plausible deniability to a whole new level. He says, just an imagination, yet full of stories. One day I may vanish into the forest, so don't get attached. I'm real.
But I'm not real. Fiction?
Or truth. Watch, his content is abysmal. Let me show you this shit.
Good.
Whoa, bro. Who is this guy?
Good morning.
Oh, he said good morning. Sorry. I thought he just... Oh, that was it. Just good morning.
Good.
People drooling over. Don't drool. Don't drool. Don't drool. He might short circuit. This guy talks as well in his content.
Lots of young lads message me asking how to deal with failure.
Nobody, by the way, asked him. I can't with the fade because they had to clip like their AI clips.
If your goal was 20 failures away, how quickly would you have failed? Think about it.
He said think, which a lot of his comments don't do, by the way, because a lot of the people in his comments don't think, they just thirst. So I'm not sure who's sitting there in their basement behind a computer creating this daddy, but they have some kind of audacity because he posts this clip of him slow dancing with his wife. He had the phone set up somewhere and then suddenly, bam, he's all alone eating ramen in the dark, dark place that was once his lively home. He paired that with a caption, an open letter to Emily, his wife, because if thirst traps don't work alone, sympathy farming might too. Dear Emily, today would have been our wedding anniversary. I noticed the date the moment I woke up. The moment we booted the computer. It's the kind of day the body remembers before the mind does. These days I've been keeping myself busy with social media. It fills the hours, keeps my hands moving, keeps his hands typing them prompts. My thoughts from wandering too far. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't, but it gives me somewhere to put the quiet moments when your absence feels louder. When your absence feels like the hum of a data center. I wanted you to know that I'm still here, still moving through the days, still carrying us in small, ordinary ways. Some days are easier. Today is not one of them. Still, I thought of you. I always do. I check the comments.
Sleep well with the angels, Emily. 10 years this year. I'm sorry for you, but your wife was beautiful. Oh, my heart. So sad, but beautiful.
Tell me this does not feel dystopian. It's a bit deranged. He hopped onto the glow up trend. This is him as a teenager with his pet, with Winnie, the Winnie the Pooh. This is him now after Winnie the Pooh tried to escape, I guess, one day and gave him that scar. I don't know, why were you all up in your face like that, bro? Oh boy, he's got two phones, by the way. The one he's on the phone with, and the one inches away from his lips. Your eyes, oh my gosh, so beautiful. Where did you get those scars, please? Oh, Violet. He looks a little bit shy there. I don't know, you're not giving Dragon Slayer. He's giving a little shy. He's giving shy boy. Sorry, boy. No, Santa said, I know when I see a man.
Look at this. This one's a man.
Oh, Santa. Let me hold your hand when I tell you this. There's definitely a man involved here. Man manufactured. The only man you see here is behind the screen creating this dude. The guy hunched over the computer. That's the one. But this guy's so deep for some reason, you know? Bear. His name is Bear because he had a pet bear when he was a kid. His name is Bear Hunter. You guys. his name is Bear Hunter. And he's just a deep dude. He says, close the window that hurts you no matter how beautiful the view is. What view? Like you? You're the view. You're my best view. So let's close the window.
Raw masculinity.
The only thing raw about him is his file type. That's .raw. okay? But as bad as it's looking, this isn't the worst category. The next one is where it peaks. Not only in how bad it is, but also how many there are. Let me show you. This guy has got 100,000 followers. His name is Nello, a blogger. He's got his email there if you want to collab, and of course, exclusive content where he can snag some of that money of yours. Of course, he is unrealistically ethereal. He glitches a little bit. I can't tell if that's the dance or if it's just glitch. Doesn't seem to matter to his comments. They're obsessed. Here I've got him doing that same trend. People obsessing. He's always dancing in the tiniest briefs you can possibly imagine. And it's just so odd. You look at this, you know it's fake, right? But I'm just bewildered at some of the comments that don't. Like this guy, Coach whatever, said, "Where is the X?" I guess he was so blinded by lust, he didn't register. This could be AI. But Nello replies, says,
"It's in my bio. Hand over that money."
This is where he collabs with some randos as well, just staring at you like there's something on your face you didn't clean off. Then he continues to stare at you, but oh yeah. So he's not saying he's AI. It's not disclosed, but he is making money off of it. So he's making money off people by deceiving them because they don't know he's AI. And the same is true for every single other person you're about to see. Milan Shah. This guy even tagged IMG models. He's not a digital creator. He's a fashion model. LA, London, Mumbai.
I went from a skinny fat Indian to a high fashion runway model within 2 years.
Oh my God. Whoa, how did he do that?
Whoa.
And then he's got these tips in his caption. The strategy: reduce friction, increase compliance, and automate your nutrition. Sounds like a very AI thing to say. And lo and behold, pinned in his comments,
full detailed industry level guide in bio. Helps me pay for student loans.
He's scamming you. You ate the same 2 meals for 4 months. Oh, look how amazing he looks.
You look so good. What did you eat? I'm about to faint.
This is his mom, supposedly. This is his dad, supposedly. This is him. Yep, this is not real, you guys. This is AI generated, just in case for a millisecond you believed it. Nope, look at those eyes. Once again, pinned in his comments.
If you want to know how I beat the acne genes, use the retinol serum. I think it's at the bottom of the link in my bio.
Trying to make some money, affiliate links. Listen, whoever's behind this account is ridiculous. Because what they did was they took this AI character, they tried to create a mom and a dad out of them. Right? What ended up happening was you got 2 parents that look like siblings. So somebody goes,
"Is it cousin marriage?"
And he replies, he says,
"No, I promise. I heard this joke so much growing up. Brings back memories."
Get out of here! Get out of here! You guys, like, he is actively attempting to fool people. You know, he's actively scamming people. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. And there's really hardly anybody that notices. Like, nobody even mentions that it's AI in the comments. It's insane. Wait, it doesn't stop there. There's more. Sorry, chubby aren't my type.
How about now?
Lo and behold, pinned comment.
My exact diet in my bio.
But forget Milan. Let's talk about Cole. Cole, whose bio says discipline over noise. Self-reset, body, energy, nutrition, 3-week system, blah, blah, blah. Nothing about him being an AI, because he's not. Of course not. No. Look at this dude. How could this be AI? There's a WAP.com link with a plan that starts Feb 16 early access.
You want to look like me? You should take this programming course.
What the actual... What is going on, you guys? We've got this dude telling you how to get skin like his. AI generated... He's like a Greek god. Goddamn. It's like Poseidon. The same way Poseidon doesn't exist. And of course, thirsting comments, people losing their minds. And with this one, you can really tell with this one specifically, they're using real people to replicate those real people's movements. Certainly not, definitely not with their permission. Which means if somebody did something so incredible, like a triple backflip, I don't know, then somebody can very easily take that video of them doing a triple backflip, stick it into their AI model, and have their AI model get all the same credit. She's so perfect, blah, 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 how I wish you wake up one day. And then, oh my God. Honestly, if I see a picture like this, I'm gonna think, damn, I wish I looked like this. I swear, I'm gonna think I wish I looked like this. Honestly, it's quite funny when you think about it because the tattoo's different. The one on his chest where the sword is supposed to reach his belly button, it doesn't. Not in this bit. In the comments,
that's what happens when we grow up beautifully.
Y'all so clueless. Oh my lord. Oh my god. Ooh, that was a bit insufferable. This guy is liked and followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of my mutuals. But anyway, next
8
we've
of my
got meet
mutuals.
Austin.
That's
Austin
crazy.
Williams. This is how this is starting. He says, if you want to cooperate, DM him. He's American Russian, 25. In Miami. He's 25 bits old. He said he's not fake, right? He's not only not disclosing, he's denying. Let's see, he's so real. What's the verdict? Oh my god! That's the verdict from the audience. This is him in his car, just, yeah. Get a whiff, get a whiff. Oh! Did you get rear-ended? What's going on? It's like something crashed into the side of his car, but the thirst trap must go on. That's the vibe this was giving, you know? And of course, people losing their minds in the comments. He's a more cooperative influencer. He asks you sometimes if you like his look.
Should I keep it or change it? Be honest. Your natural hair looks gorgeous.
So natural. With this guy, there's this one video he posted. This video of like the camera slowly zooming into his green, beautiful eyes. And this reminded me of something that I've already seen before. This is a real guy, and he also posts in the similar colored hoodie. It's almost exactly the same. This is an example of the real person that they would take, shove into their little machine, do their weird Laura, I don't know what it is, and out comes their video, replicating what they input. Sometimes it's not too consistent. Like, remember how he was an absolute hawk in the car. This is him in bed. What happened? He let himself go. It's not the same dude. And then suddenly he's back to beast mode. I don't know what happened. It can't get worse than this, can it? Yes, it can. Look at that hottie.
Yes,
Ooh. I wonder what his... Oh, is that... Are you in the shower?
I'm waiting for your subscriptions.
This insufferable video. Oh, boy. This bit, he says, baby, I want to touch you. Boy, why is he rubbing himself so hard? It's so odd and creepy, but people love it. I don't understand. There's this one time where he filmed a collab. Yeah, look at those boys. I don't know if the other guy's like legally blind, just staring at the ground or something. Doesn't know where the camera is. But I do know who he is. That's Thomas Prescott, another AI influencer in denial. He says he's a 1% rarity because he's naturally ginger. He's rarely seen as ever. Because he doesn't exist. Click on the links on his bio. Lo and behold, he's got a boosty, which I'll tell you what that is in a bit. Okay,
what is
but
a
this is him. Oh yeah. The more steps he takes away from you, the less freckles are on his body. Did you notice something else? The toilet. What the is that toilet? Why does it have 4 legs? That toilet is on all 4s for this guy. Here he is again. That was odd. That was awkward. This is him again, you know, just like really driving you nuts. Ooh, damn. As usual, relying on an actual real person's dance. He did a collab with Austin. He's still legally blind because he's still staring in the wrong direction.
Yeah, we're crazy without t-shirts and wearing sunglasses and it's snowing outside.
So that link in his bio takes you to this page that shamelessly says, donate to who? To what? For what? Why? None of that. You get none of that. No, you can donate to see some more pictures of him, AI-generated pictures of him, for $4. There's so many better things you could do with $4. You could throw away $4 and that would be better than... I swear to God. Am I right? Am I right, Coco? For real. Then there's Kai, who also doesn't mention he's AI. Posts insanely realistic pictures. Some people, like this one in the comments says,
when you look so good, you look unreal.
You look unreal, man. What's going on with that? Yes, you are unreal.
Some people look like a dream.
That's because he's not real. That upset him.
Oh, it's so consistent. It's a lie.
It is so consistent because literally look at this picture. Could you even tell? I couldn't tell. Like I look at this, I'm not gonna know that's AI. That's insane. I'm gonna crash out. He crashed out. It's a lie. Full on crash out, you guys. Then there's Jaden, virtual model, you know, who does MMA. I don't know how he does that, but he's fighting something, fighting power outages. 26, 6'2", and Bosnian Italian. Come on. He's your dream. He's your daydream. He's your hallucination. Literally, look at this guy. And he's got this nasty scar on his face that he's zoomed into here, showing you like his super realistic texture in his face.
I have a scar, you guys. I'm ugly.
And somebody out of their damn mind said,
99.9% perfect, okay? Don't let 0.1% make you negative. You are stunning. You are beautiful. Because we look at you from a different perspective.
Who's we?
Wish you can see your beauty through our eyes.
Okay, calm down. This is like a whole new level of simp. You are simping for a computer. You know that TLC show, I fell in love with my car, married my car.
Love you, baby. It was love at first sight.
This is what's happening right now on a much, much larger scale. This is happening to a lot of people. Might have happened to you. You just didn't know. Here he's like, and if you love their darkness too, not just their light. Oh God, you guys. Some people are confused.
Yeah, exactly. It is AI, right?
It's bots in collaboration.
Confused.
Don't doubt it. 2006 versus this is Glow Up Challenge 2026.
I can't believe this video goes on for 41 minutes. He did way too much research for this, but he's a sick man.
Seek me out, hear me shout, come get it, don't you sit me down. Right now, want you acting like you in the wild. Don't stop, give me no doubts. I'm not a little. Let me know what you want. Your dark desires and your thoughts. Yeah, you can hunt me like a sport now. I got a cold heart, but I'm running hot. I let you cut in that line if you want the spot when you're ready. Baby, come get it. You better work hard, what you waiting for? I'm not a domino boy, but I'll take the floor when you're ready. Oh, baby, come get it. Run, 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 I'm waiting. Come, 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 take it. I want you to be my entertainment.
Six? Okay.
Midnight, locked eyes, looking like you got an invite. Alright, maybe we should take this outside. Skin tight in the moonlight. I got a cold heart, but I'm running hot. I let you cut in that line if you want the spot when you're ready. Baby, come get it. You better work hard, what you waiting for? I'm not a domino boy, but I'll take the floor when you're ready. Oh, baby, come get it. Run, 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 I'm waiting. Come, 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 take it. I want you to be my entertainment.
So one of my favorite characters, a reoccurring guy called the Undesirable Truth, decided to take his gig and find out what people think about red pill realities overseas. And this time he goes to Barcelona, one of my favorite cities in the world.
What's it like dating in Barcelona?
I'm in a relationship for a long time, so
How long have you been with him?
5-6 years.
How do you keep a relationship lasting that long?
Patience, patience and loyalty.
Do you think it's easy to stay loyal in a city like Barcelona?
No, but not in a city nowadays.
At what point could you see yourself moving in with him?
2-3 years.
But you've been with him for 6.
Yes.
So why even stretch it out to 9?
Because I think it's really expensive and I have to make more money.
Would you split the bills with him?
Yes.
You wouldn't expect him to pay everything?
No.
Why not?
Why?
If you're a normal person, you know why this is funny.
Yeah.
Because her reaction is our reaction. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know because of the internet and everyone watching.
You just do what you have to be together, and to be happy together. Like it's not complicated. Like you can complicate it if you try to break it down into things, but the simple answer is that you just guys want to be together, and you do what you have to be together and be happy. It's
online content,
I
they think
see.
like the opposite is true, but like as a normal people. And he's like, you would, why? What do you mean that you would really split a
10-inch cocker. How would a woman know that you're gonna drop a 10-incher on her?
I really enjoy this guy's content more than I realized. I gotta start showing him some more love because like his reaction things are so funny to me, but he's really online brained. And don't forget, he does most of his interviews in Miami, one of the most superficial parts of the world.
You should interview him. You should have a one-on-one talk, and then that would be banger. Bro.
You know what the name of this segment is? Touch grass. If you touch grass, this is nothing is crazy.
And touch grass is really just ABBA, like interviewing people that don't touch grass.
You've never heard of the man paying for everything before.
Yes, I think it's stupid.
What led you to have that mindset?
I don't know. I earn my money. I pay my things. Why my boyfriend would pay my things?
I was so happy that this guy left Miami to go do an interview because I was so sick of people sending me this guy's fucking retarded clips of like, women are. Miami's not a real place. Brickell in Miami is not a real place. It's not. Like half the people are not even real people. They're filled with plastic. Most of them. The men too. How many dudes there got filler and else? The idea that you would take dating cues about the realities of the world from fucking Miami, Brickell. And I want to say Brickell specifically because if you've ever been to Miami, Brickell is its own place for transplants. If people who are not from there, go to Brickell. So it's not even what Miami represents. And I was watching, I was just laughing. He did a bunch of other interviews in Spain, overseas. And I think it's actually a really cool thing. This is why I like this guy. Because even the stuff that doesn't really agree with his worldview, he'll often share it. And I appreciate that. Because he doesn't have to. But this is a normal person. And when I say I don't understand a lot of this red pill goofiness where they're like, I expect my dating experiences reflect what she's talking about, be it in America or other places. But I also don't go to Brickell to date. I don't go to, fucking Plastic Central to find my wife. I don't do that. I don't go on Instagram and scroll and be like, oh, yeah, fucking men, my money's my money, your money's my money. Like, I don't date people who say...
Is that the majority of people that what you see, that what you just posted?
Yes.
Of the world, yeah.
And I don't have to say it's my opinion, it's reality. Most people can't exist without two people paying an income. It's not possible to live today on one person paying all the bills.
It's tough.
It's just, for most people, it's not a reality. Most people are not making high six or mid six figures. With cost of living going up, you can't have a relationship or a marriage, and most people are going to live with one person paying all the bills. That is fantasy. That is a dream life for people. I'm not giving you my opinion. Statistics all show that not only do women, like most middle class, out-earn men, but they're all pitching in because they have to. Unless they want their dude to live in a fucking shoebox with them, they have to pitch in. So this is not a real life that they're describing.
It's just that maybe I've been out of it for so much. It's not even so much that they also, not that they have to, but a lot of them, I think, they want to. They feel like they want to pay stuff. It's crazy because one thing about being an adult and being able to afford bills that you were not able to afford before, men or women, I think it's a thing. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm able to do that. I'm paying this. I'm adulting. I'm doing my thing.
True.
Yeah, your tax account comes in
Yeah,
mail
your
and you're
fucking
like,
tax comes
it's
around.
crazy, but I can afford it. Super fucked up, but kind of fucking did that. And I think that women think about that too. Maybe I'd be wrong. I'm not a woman. You guys tell me.
His money is his money. Your money is your money.
Ain't no way he fucking said that line before. I didn't watch this video. But like, y'all see what I mean when I say this is like goofy online talk? I'm not saying I've never met a woman who speaks like this. But when they spoke like that, I expected it. Because I kind of, Yeah.
You smell the Chanel?
I don't know if it was Chanel. It just, it smelled expensive. You know what I'm saying? It smelled...
expensive and not bought?
Yeah.
Gifted, maybe?
Oh, unreasonable. I loved it.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. And I got my money's worth. Now, with that in
I
mind...
got my money's worth.
It was transactional. She admitted, I admitted, we all loved it.
But you're not going to get her soul.
It's okay, as long as I get the whole.
Soul hole.
Think about this.
4-letter word.
Did you have to pay her bracelet?
What, the tennis thing?
I don't know. Anyways, moving on.
I got a tennis racket. $20.
So what do you think about
20.
Western cultures where they're like, my money is her money is hers?
I think it's selfish.
How do you handle dinners and that kind of stuff with your boyfriend? All the time?
Yes. Maybe if it's my birthday, pues then he pays. And if it's his birthday, I pay.
You know, somewhat, I expect him to pay for the dates. That's very common. I don't think everyone looked exactly like what she described at the end there, but I think it's very common for people to pitch in. And I had this conversation with somebody who thought like the my money, your money, my money thing. And I remember telling her, it's like, I don't care if you make like 1/10 or 1/50 of what I make, but proportionally you should pitch in. It don't make sense that we both involved in labor. We both are taking care of things at home. We're both trying to be equitable in so many different ways. And that you think that your part doesn't matter. And I almost equated it to this like, listen, I don't mind carrying all the groceries, but if you see my hands are full and there's a tiny little bag, bitch, pick it up. That's what you're capable of, and you're going to help me out. And if you didn't, I wouldn't look at you like, oh my God, this. I just think like, how selfish. It doesn't cost you anything to pick it up. It's the minimal amount of care. But you want to be like, it's a man's job. You're a bit of a fucking loser to me. Maybe it's the experiences I grew up around with or the kind of women I grew up around with. And a lot of them probably didn't want to work as much as they had to. And I can understand that.
Yeah, exactly.
But I could never imagine.
I spent my experience back home as well as that. The type of women you grow up around, I think, shapes the man's opinion of like the type of woman that he wants. So if you grow up around just like strong, you know, caring women, it tends to be what you look for. Where I think if we grow up around, you know, superficial people, that's what you look for as well.
Seeing the powerful, the great women that I grew up around, not pitching in. And to me, that's a loser mentality. It has nothing to do with, oh, you can't afford. If you broke, just say so. It's nothing to do with that shit. I could afford it. I just think, why would I afford or pay to invest in myself in someone who's that selfish? That's it.
Most people that say the thing that, hey, if you broke, just say so, they're lonely. I didn't say single. They're lonely.
That's it. And I think at the end of the day, anyone's going to say whatever they want. They'll be like, life should be like, you live your life however you want. I'm just not
as best you
interested
can
in being with someone who can help.
You can get away with some luxuries, man, do it.
And if it
That's corny to me.
If it works for you, good. But
36.
I just turned 35 actually.
That's her birthday today.
Hear that accent? Hear that accent on her?
Yeah.
How long have you been together?
Since I'm 16, so
20 years.
yeah.
20 years?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
How is it possible to be with someone for 20 years if you don't slide your 10-inch cocker?
I love this. I love when he talks like that.
How do you even keep a relationship together?
How?
Where was all that when you was in Barcelona? You was all chill when you was talking to, you know, La Dona Chiquita over there, but near you all like, yo, bumbleclad boy, yo. How you do things like this, bus 20 a year? Where's that from?
Together for that long.
I mean,
Consistency, and we got to make it happen for us and also for our family.
communication. We have 3 kids together.
You have 3 children?
Yeah,
Yes.
and been married for like 13 years.
Wait, so you're married too?
Yeah.
13 years married.
Sir.
Communication.
13 years and I done meant to 3 kids.
How do you talk? How do you communicate? How do you do that for 20 years? And you're married? So you guys are in marriage together?
Oh, actually, you want to know what? This is kind of still red pill content, right? Him going overseas to prove that American women are bad, get a foreign wife passport bro stuff. Like, that makes sense, actually. I actually don't think he's going against his ideology by posting this, though. I think these guys are too Euro brand to realize, like, they encapsulate the whole world. They're like, oh, women in general, like, as a whole. And they're not trying to single out American women like he probably is.
13 years married, 3 kids?
Is it his?
Is it his?
I know you guys
You
don't
should
get
ask
it.
that.
These are questions he's asked before.
How long have you had a baby?
He's almost 2.
Was it with him or with somebody else?
Him.
In America?
No, we made in France.
But why do you think so many couples struggle to make it work?
Go ahead.
They quit too easily, I guess. Like
They don't like to fight.
yeah.
It's
They don't like to fight.
I mean, we got one thing we say: love is bigger than anything, and also you got to, let's say, love is like kind of faith for us.
It's not easy, but you have to work for it, you know?
Yeah.
Also weird how people think it's so hard to stay with one person forever. But it's like everything you get with someone new, like dying in a video game. You have to start at the beginning. Well, I do think people underestimate how frustrating it is to start at the beginning of a relationship. If you do a lot of them in a row, if you do a lot of them in a row, you understand the inherent psychopath you you develop as you have to go through the same beginning steps over and over and over again. But I don't think most people go through relationships like that. I think they normally, they wait a little bit and they'll get another relationship, and they like that like new feeling of potential hope being there until hope is crushed. As far as people thinking it's weird to stay with one person forever, I do think you and I are probably a bad measure for this, because I do think two different people who fall in love but aren't as similar probably do have a harder time than we do. Instead of getting to higher lovers, which is way cooler, sometimes you think you learn enough to get further faster. You get tripped out and dumb little stuff earlier too. Oh yeah, you're onto something here with you can do things better and faster the next time. So you just start over. Yeah, that's a big trait. I get that sentiment a lot from people. Like they made some kind of misstep in their current relationship, and their partner's not willing to like let it go. So they're like, I'll just start over and not make that mistake, and I'll be better and faster. And but then they make some kind of other little mistake that they didn't foresee, and they're like, oh, okay, so now I've learned two things that I can't do in my next relationship. But they'll eventually always fuck up until they learn, oh, it's not about the fucking up part. It's about like getting them to believe that I've changed and that they'll have to be the type of person that forgives me. Yeah. This is a big true.
It's not easy, you have to communicate it a lot.
Yeah.
So what was the hardest challenge that you faced in the last 20 years of being together?
A lot of challenges.
I imagine she has to deal with the super Negro, so I'm sure for her it must have been
super.
How do you marry for 20 years as a super Negro? This is another quote from him, so don't look at me like I'm crazy.
We're gonna look at you like you're crazy.
That's
but
a real quote.
So how does a super Negro?
Exactly, and for me, when I have to keep starting over in a video game, I get really frustrated and start making even more mistakes. I can't even imagine, yeah.
Negro of sorts please a woman in the bedroom.
Super neat. We spend a lot of time covering videos. We see all the people on Instagram.
But how do you spend time covering videos? Sorry. Go ahead. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, I just think guys really don't spend too much.
Don't spend too much time online. Yeah. We get it.
Better in bed, me or you?
I'm better.
Oh.
This is a secret.
Value.
If the ex is surprised, that is one thing.
If you want an internet girlfriend, live on the internet, sure. But if you want an IRL, yeah. That's true. If you just want like the fantasy, keep it on the internet. I agree. If you want the real, yeah, you have to. You gotta take on the challenges that comes with.
If your girl is surprised, woo! Release.
We're gonna go to cut video because someone told me to zone in on this couple, and it involves playing truth or drink with their ex and their partner. Now, what's particular is that this man shows up to the truth or drink, and his girlfriend is there with her ex, which is another woman. So she's bi, or used to be gay. I don't know.
What's your name?
Luke.
Who's that?
That is Revi.
This is my boyfriend.
All right, what are we here to do today?
I will be taking shots and answering questions with her ex. Why did you two break up? Who fucked up?
I'm gonna take a shot.
Jasmine cheated on me.
She's still pouring the shot.
Jasmine cheated on me.
She's still got to take the shot.
I'm still gonna take it. I didn't answer.
When you got cheated on and you're the one who suggests this idea, it hit a little different, don't it? Some part of me gonna think, you really over this relationship? What you here for? You got cheated on and you want to see her again? I don't know. See, if it's the other way around, then I'd be like, shit, I can't trust you. I got to break up with you. But because it's this way, I'm like, maybe you still got feelings for your ex. What you think?
People are weird.
True.
That you kind of did them dirty towards the end of the relationship.
Yeah.
It kind of culminated with us having sex.
Damn. Yeah. I didn't know Spark had a daughter. Have you seen them eyebrows? Damn. Hit a force, bro. I didn't know. I guess I'm not that geeky. I'm not that neat. The last time I saw Star Trek was Deep Space Nine. It's a long ass time ago. It's a long ass fucking time ago. I didn't know. Blue hair on Spock's little girl daughter is weird. I didn't know they dyed their hair.
Have you ever spied on me?
I've like gone around on the social medias, but I've never like gone way in depth.
You're not nosy? You don't want to...
I'm a little nosy.
I guess maybe you're just more mature. Like, I feel like if it was me, I'd take a peek.
I'm not gonna lie. If my girl told me she used to date girls, I'm 100% looking up that ex. I don't mind if it's dudes. I'm never gonna look at them. If it's girls, though,
you want to look what the girl look like?
I want to know if she really bi or is she just experimenting.
And you're gonna know with the picture?
You know what it is? I just can't. I don't understand bisexuality. I'm being honest. I don't get it. I'm not even gonna sit here and be politically. I don't know. I don't get it.
It's crazy that
when dudes tell me they're bisexual, I'm just like.
I'm the old one.
I think you gay.
You said that was the most uncle shit you said.
I'm being honest.
I don't understand bisexuality.
I don't get it.
All them people.
I think it's not real. I just don't get it. So I would have questions.
And your question is answered by looking at the ex?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Oh, I bang her too. Cool.
All right. You know what?
There you go, little boy.
I don't mind. I mean, someone said ask Myron.
Yeah, I don't even.
I don't mind. I think Myron's bisexual. I think he's gay. Now, I suspect
that's true.
I've definitely had experiences with partners before where they're like throughout the relationship, there's like weird experiences I couldn't understand, or like there'd be like disconnects. And then I would look, and then we would have more and more conversations. Like a year in, we'd talk about exes sometimes, and I would learn more about some of her dating history. And I was like, oh, that's why you're uncomfortable at the cookout. Okay. I could imagine how looking into a bisexual partner's past could help inform some of the differences or some of the disconnects you might have. Because I would have to imagine it's probably slightly different to date them. Y'all can go, it's not, I don't trust y'all. I don't believe in destiny. I believe whatever ignorant shit I believe, and I'm going to keep on that.
There was a time I remember she uploaded like a story. You guys were on a date, right, at the arcade. And I was like, that looks familiar. Like, we used to go on that all the time. And
were you mad? Be honest.
A little jealous. Like, we used to do that. Yeah. And now you're doing it.
Yeah, but you fucked up, so fuck you. I felt like it was that. Why your face like that?
Ooh! I feel like that's what his heart did. See, I could handle kind of going to the same spot you took your ex to, which is already kind of weird, and then sitting here and learning about it.
If you like the
But
spot,
what
like
was weirder to me and what jumped out was her first question was, were you mad?
Were you mad? Be honest.
Oh yeah, this is a conniving bitch. Like she wants to know, I did better. Upgrade you. How do you feel? She wants to be in that seat and see her ex grill.
I think it's her saying, "Oh, you hurt me."
Yes.
Did that hurt you?
You're gonna sit. You're gonna.
Because you deserve that.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's a thing where there's still maybe a bit of that hate or whatever, and that to me is a concerning thing because that means you're not over it.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Now, if she'd have learned it naturally, that's one thing. But her asking means that was her first thought, and that means that's been rumming, like, instant. When she learned that fact, she went, "Did I hurt you?" That's
yeah, and I can also not trust that. Am I just a person to get you over that person? And once you're going to be over that person, I no longer serve a purpose. You're going to dunk me?
And she definitely looks like she wears the pants in their relationship.
It's toxic. It is. But it's good content. So play on.
My favorite was coochie bumping. I like coochie bumping, right?
She likes her man now, so.
Legs on the shoulder.
She bumps with my coochie now. No?
He said she likes her man now. Yuck. Is this why y'all wanted me to watch this? This is making me uncomfortable.
What was the sexiest thing you and my partner ever did together?
She tell you she likes to be on camera?
Because the look that he gave was, bitch, I asked you, said no. That's the look that I feel.
Ooh, imagine getting cucked by a lesbian. That's crazy.
Why is it crazy?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never thought about this before, but this is the weird. Like, if I was getting cucked by a dude and he just came with a tiny penis, I would just laugh at first, but then I'd be like, this is really sad. If I get cucked by a lesbian, it's kind of the same thing to me. Listen, if I find out my girl was willing to do shit with her ex that she wasn't willing.
This is getting back with your ex with extra stats. Man, it's funny too because there is like this thing of like, man, it's so hard to explain, but it's like, it's like transgression. Like, the more you transgress with your partner, the more you guys are like bonded in a certain way. The elites do this. It's one of the reasons why they do like hazing in colleges and stuff like that. There is something around transgression. So things like doing stuff on cameras and stuff like that. His look of being like, oh, you didn't want to do that with me. There is something weird about humans and transgression.
With me? That's embarrassing.
You see it a lot in the BDSM community.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
You want to rub her against your girl? You don't have a.
Yeah, but if you sit with her, you sit with me. I'll use my knee, bitch. I'll use this part right here.
That's not the same thing.
I'll fucking get that shit. That's
thing.
nothing you did with her. And you're not gonna do with me. My voice.
We have to catch up. Okay.
It's gonna crack you.
I mean, living stuff is cool to have online though, right? Yeah, well, that's true. It's less of a transgression, is what you're saying. Yeah, probably. That's probably true.
There's no. I'll literally add a little bump so I'll click. I'll do whatever it takes. You gonna scissor with me? We gonna figure out a way. I'll use my elbow. Just give me a coochie, girl. You look like a bone saw.
You're gonna scissor with a girl with your limp dick, and then she goes, yeah.
The limp dick is crazy. You gotta have something bony or hard. You know what I mean? Like a pelvis. You have to. So that's why I'm saying joints. This makes sense because you can bend. I thought about this too much.
Too much.
We used
I thought
to-
about this too much.
we used to like record ourselves, you know.
You still got the footage?
No, I do not.
Is this footage deleted? Or?
Yeah, this footage is deleted. Like after we broke up, I did not keep any because I think it's weird to have your ex's nudes.
I agree.
Like if your partner ever find out, they might be disappointed you're lesbian, but bet the dad would be relieved that she wasn't getting railed by some dude. True. Yeah. No, I agree that there's something less violating about two lesbians than a normal monogamous couple.
This leg was
At least in the psyche of most men.
Who do you think your parents' partners like more, you or me?
Probably Jazzy. I met her dad once.
Yeah, he was a little hesitant on you at first too, because the Mormon stuff and yeah.
Currently Mormon?
No. My entire family's Mormon.
Are you Mormon?
No, I'm not.
That's crazy.
They think I deflowered him.
Yeah, they think I don't know. You're sent from the devil.
Yeah, they literally think I'm like succubus.
I mean,
like,
do you see us like?
Yeah.
This is really awkward.
Better in bed, me or you?
I'm better.
Oh.
That's what they say in the clip. Yeah.
Value.
I thought they weren't allowed to show violence on YouTube.
I thought they weren't allowed to show violence on you.
This was a murder.
That's what I said.
No, if the girl that is asking the question, if the ex is surprised, that is one thing. If your girl is surprised, oh, you think you the shit. Whoa! Release. This is bad. You're the thing that's gonna make her jealous, but the minute she's over that bitch or going back to that bitch, it's done.
I'll be honest with you, bro. If you know you're laying it down, you don't need to look at your girl for confirmation. Every time she gives an answer, he looks at her to get, am I a good boy? And that's why I say she wear the pants. You can see that he needs her approval for everything, including his opinion of himself. And the fact that she gave him that look like, oh, really? Is that what you think you laying it better down than my ex? Ooh, this is a humiliation ritual. I don't say that very often because people overuse that. This is humiliation to the utmost.
Oh.
Yeah?
She laughed. Yo, I'm going to be serious for 10 seconds. Nigga, she don't like you. I'm not gonna lie, bro. She don't like you, bro. Bro, you said you laying it down and she laughed.
He's just a safe bet, right? Like he's just a safe, he's just a comfortable thing that she can use while she's figuring out what she really wants, right? Like obviously she's confused about her sexuality and like what she wants in a partner long term. First she was with, women because she was like, they're safe, they're women, they're like me, they understand. Then she's like, the next step is like a Mormon kid, who's never had sex before, or who's, all these other things. He's another safe place I can put, my feelings, and he can give me the validation and reassurance and, and the love that I think a partner should give me. And then eventually she'll find one good guy, hopefully, who's like a real man. And then she'll be like, oh, perfect. But the shitty part is that this kid's the middle step of her climbing this ladder of trusting people. Sucks, man. And maybe this Mormon kid can figure it out and he can be the man, like he can grow into it. But But I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to watch someone grow over time because you have to watch all their stumbles, and it's hard to forget that the person stumbled at all, wasting his time. Yeah, he needs to find somebody who's less confused about what they want. Um, it always takes me back to like there's people who know themselves well enough that you can be in a relationship with them without them having changed too much, and then there's people who are like in the middle of their journey and like you're taking a real fucking gamble, man. Not a woman like this, he can't. Yeah, he's taking a real fucking gamble that she's gonna turn out to be exactly what he's looking for, and he's what she's looking for. They're both probably changing way too much for that to be not a sub 1% chance.
She laughed. To me, it's like whether it's true or not, it's a disrespect. Even if my girl wasn't the best, you think I would say that in front of other people? In front of her ex? Or my ex in this situation? You think I would ever? I'd be like, yo, even if that blowjob was dead, it was the toothiest, ripped off my foreskin, I'd be like, yo, this girl better than the girl with the grapefruit technique. She sucked that thing, bruh. I'd have been hyping her ass up, even if I blowjob, because I can't be out here having her doubting her whole life in front of my ex. This bitch laughed. He's going to remember this in the afterlife. He'll be having one of those anime pensive moments where there's a slow zoom in and some sad violin music.
You think your Mormon family is not going to see this shit?
Shit. This might make him Mormon again.
I mean, like, you guys are both girls.
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't be surprised if
different.
you went
Like,
back to being a Mormon.
I mean, I would love to be educated about what girls do, and
You think you better than me ahead.
I will say Luke is very extraordinary ahead.
You know about the thumb trick though?
The thumb trick?
Has she ever told you about that?
The thumb trick? Maybe I'd be doing it unintentionally.
Oh, the way she looked at him. Abba dabbles in BDSM. He can't because he's actually gay. Yeah, I don't know if either of these two have formal training, but I think they have cultural relevance. I think they know people or they've talked to people like me. Like I'm like a second generation BDSM person. Oh, Abba's gay. Listen, there's lots of gays in the. We had the gays first, all right. We had the gays way before the gays were lame, all right. I think they either know a lot of second generation BDSM lifestylists, or they've dated some maybe. Who knows? But I think they're in the cultural know-how. No, not Abba. Oh, not Abba. You meant that guy, the Mormon guy. He's actually gay. You don't think he's just Mormon? Abba into BDSM. Guy in video gay. Guy in video is not gay. He's just a poor Mormon boy. That being said, I think Abba's in the cultural know-how. I think he knows all the the aesthetics and all that good stuff. And he probably has like a subtle understanding. It's one of those things he probably doesn't have a lived experience, but people have told him, and he's integrated it. I could be wrong though. I think he would have slightly different views on certain things if he knew how horribly right people could be. It's a hard thing to explain to people. It's very visceral. He left Mormon because he's gay. A few other reasons they live. Abba knows what to look for. I don't know if it's weird for Mormons to. I wonder what the rate is for Mormons to leave the community. Because I feel like it's been going up over the years because of like how cool the world is. Like if you live as a Mormon for a while, like the world's a really cool place. Post getting out, it's like coming out of the 1800s. It's pretty dope. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Raised in church Still identify a significant drop. Oh no, I'm right. Yeah, it's dropped by like 20%. Cool but not safe. I agree. Cool but not safe. I'll tell you that much. But
Fuck! Was that fucking soundboard? Fuck! I think he deserves part of it because his hubris is kind of a bit much.
yeah. And I think especially for men, I think it's one of those things that the time, because I know they do like a thing when they're like 18 or something like that, where they do like a, what's it called? It's some kind of like journey thing where they're supposed to go through like the outside world and do stuff. Sometimes they go to college or something like that, and then they come back to the church. I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of the right thing. Shit, religion, good for men to find good women. True. Yeah, it's definitely a good community setup. It's just one of those things that it was based on a bunch of bullshit. You go back after his chick bums him if he's not gay. Yeah. And I think that's the circle of life of like most religious people. Is that they get disillusioned with religion young, and in their teens to early 20s, they find out the world's out there, and then they find out how ugly it is, and they go back. That happened a lot back in Ireland as well.
What could you offer as a woman that I can as a man, thinking like your dick is everything? Dudes who think that don't really understand the importance of like foreplay a lot of the time, or even just like touching and kissing, all these different things. They just think because they got a dick, they better. It's ignorant.
You think you were a Mormon?
You have an extra tool. What do you mean? You have one extra. You have all the same tools as a woman, plus one. How is that not an advantage? I've got 2 feet, 2 hands, a mouth, and a cock. I have one extra tool.
Yeah.
Not in religion, but in the way of thinking and the mindset. You haven't left home.
I don't even want to blame that on his Mormonism, to be honest with you, because
yeah, and it's the best. It's the best extra tool. Assuming it's of decent size. Assuming it's assuming it's a decent tool, it's the best one.
There's a lot of non-Mormon people who get this shit wrong. Like motherfuckers just don't even know how to touch somebody else.
Oh,
like,
100%.
like, well, let's go to basic. I had nothing to do with gender, so that's why when I hear people talking, they be like, "My thing big." Like, listen, bro. If you think that's that important, you're fucking useless. That means she probably riding you and knows exactly.
That's true. It's not the only tool. You gotta be able to use all the tools. Hands, mouth. I don't know how you use your feet, but I'm sure there's ways to do it that are intuitive.
Exactly what you need to do to get off, because you're a dildo. That's what real you are.
I'm just saying, like, there's an upper bar and a lower bar of how good you can be. Skill versus tool, yeah. There's an upper bar and a lower bar. So if you're the most skilled person, most skilled man has 6 tools, the most skilled woman would only still have 5 tools. I don't see how the disadvantage is there.
Tell me like I'm better than lesbians because I got.
Yeah, you could say even women hit 99% of the spectrum, but they will never hit that last percent. Yeah.
Your game probably trash.
One less tool.
I could always tell he's a bit too innocent or like non-experienced to even know, and that's why his ex looking at him like, "Yo, you don't know this." You see what she did the first thing?
You know about the country though?
She went to the spots because individuals are gonna have different spots. And
yeah, these are knowable things. You can look. You can Google this. There are erogenous. Is it erogenous? Erogenous zones on a woman's insides. You can Google it. You don't have to have a vagina to know where they are. Now, that being said, there's variance between women, okay? Lots of women have their anatomies in different places, and there's different markers to find those places. But you can spend your time finding him, and once you find him, assuming you have a partner that can communicate, then you're golden. It's a knowable thing. Men aren't too dumb to figure this out.
To the spot that he's like,
just because they don't have a vagina.
The thumb trick.
And his girlfriend did what? Yeah, you don't know about that one. Because motherfucker, you didn't explore. Apparently, you've been penetrating this the whole time and never took the time to actually like see how she. So he trash, but she's still humiliated.
So a trans woman and a man, all the tools. Oh shit, you're right. Tits. Are tits a tool? Maybe we're even on tools. Maybe the trans have all the tools. 7 tools? Oh fuck, my mind's just been blown. I think of tits like ass, you know? Like it's not really a tool, but to be honest, are tits tools? They're not giving things except for, unless, actually they kind of are giving things, right? Boob jobs. I think lacking a vagina is unfortunate there. Bonus hole, man, is too. Yeah, maybe I need to think more on this. Maybe I'm wrong.
But the thing that happened is that he is less expensive than a sex doll. So here you go.
Yeah, he is
Importantly,
less
do you
expensive
two
than a
have
sex doll.
sex?
Actually.
Do you think we did it more or less? I'm guessing you two, just because you guys like live super close to each other.
Oh, you guys are long distance.
We're like medium distance. So we see each other maybe for like a week out of every month.
So
You are wrong.
Don't save her.
Right, that tits eagle eyes. Yeah, it seems like it's not a tool. It seems like it's just an aesthetic thing. But then, how do you explain tit jobs? Well, I guess there's like elbow jobs and knee jobs. So what are all those tools as well? No, yeah, I think you have to. Man, does that mean I cut feet? Ass job. I agree. Oh man, I wish I could let you into the depravity of my mind sometimes. Ass job just brought up the worst thing, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe tools are just hands, mouth, cock. Speaking of cock, I think you're home right now. I love you. Okay. We'll finish this conversation. Embarrassing.